So things really didn't change to me, did it you?
It didn't change at all. One thing changed was less people on the road. You have to deal with traffic in the morning. The police officers didn't want to pull you over. If they did, all you had to do was cough. They'll let you go.
And if you remember during that time, they were talking about all of us that were actually working during that time. They wanted to, they talked about how we were, what did they call us? We were workers that had to keep working.
Yeah.
And then they were going to give us more pay because we were putting ourselves in danger.
Lee Company didn't give me any more pay. I got paid the same amount I was getting paid before the pandemic hit. But
Me too.
But I'm pretty sure they got some pandemic money, but they didn't give me no pandemic money, and I had to deal with the people that was at home and paranoid. Keep your mask on when you're in the attic. And I was in the attic. It was about 130 degrees in the summertime, and then they want you to have the mask on throughout the whole duration of your stay at their house. And if you didn't have your mask on, they would call in on you.
You know, and ours was the same way too. But every day that you turned on the news, they talked about, oh, these workers that are working right now. Because at that time, if you remember, there was no gloves to be found. There was no mask. And at the beginning, we really did not know what we were dealing with.
And then hand sanitizer cost $20 for a little bottle.
Exactly. But if you remember, we didn't know. So we were still going to work every day, not getting any more money. And, you know, the people that actually got to stay at home was making more money.
The people that was working.
Exactly. And we never seen any extra money.
Unemployment was getting an extra $600 on their checks a week. They was getting $2,000 a week.
And if you remember, whenever they would do those little bonus checks, what, you know, I was a property manager, so what I saw during that time is every time they did a stimulus check, you would see boxes on top of boxes of people getting new TVs, people were getting PlayStations or whatever the newest greatest thing was, but they did not pay their rent, even though they got all this money in as a stimulus check. And you know, I didn't get any help. I didn't get help with my rent. I didn't get, you know, I still had to pay my stuff.
Me too. Yeah, me too.
But it's just, and I remember, do you remember going to Walmart and you had to stand in line because they counted you? How many people would go in the store?
Oh, yeah. And you can only get so many rolls of toilet paper, so many rolls of this, so many alcohol, so many sanitizers.
But if you remember, whenever it first started, I really knew it was going to be a big thing because I went to the gas station right down the road where I live. We have a local store called Mapco. And this was like a week into the pandemic. I knew it was going to be a big thing because it was awfully funny that this store had already had these printed signs that talked about being 6 foot apart.
Yeah.
Within a week, they had this already printed. They had all of this stuff already ready to go. It was almost like they knew it was coming.
Yeah, they did.
And, you know,
I think it had something to do with 5G. Everybody's phones was together. The phones started warming up around that time, too.
But I mean, I do too. I think that had something to do with it too. But do you realize that during that time, that was the biggest transfer of wealth ever?
Oh yeah. And Lee Company made a lot of money too because they had they were selling it's called something it's heat ions that they put in electrical filters that went from $200, $300, and then they upped the price on it because of the pandemic, and they was charging wealthy people like $1,000, maybe $1,200 just to put electric ion filter in that kills germs that pass through on your return.
Oh my gosh.
So it was a money-making scheme for corporate America and depopulation too. So you couldn't even go to the hospital and see a loved one if that was passing.
But you couldn't even have funerals.
No.
Or even weddings at that point.
No birthdays and nothing. You come together as a group, it's allowed to get locked up.
And people, and I think one of the sad things about it was the people that died during that time had to died alone.
There's not no family around to tell them they love them.
And another thing that I saw, which I thought was really something. Every night, you what did they call us? What did they call us? Something workers. I forgot what they called us, and you were supposed to be so grateful because we were working during it. But you know that I never ever got a thank you raise.
No.
Nothing.
You get in trouble for that. If that mask come off and somebody call in on you, you'll get in trouble.
But I think after.
And then I took a chance on catching COVID and taking it home to my family.
Exactly. Yeah, me too.
You go deal with people, and then they get upset with you because you sniffle or cough just a little bit. They want you out their house. You're trying to put the unit in, so.
And I've got lupus, so my immune system is really, really low. So here I was going into work every day. I was still showing people apartments. I was still doing everything just like it was pre-pandemic. But I never got the COVID until last year.
I didn't get my COVID shot either.
No. I haven't either. And what about all those people that lost their jobs because they wouldn't take the COVID shot?
Nurses, military people, a lot of people lost their job. Police officers, and some what you call it? Actors, singers.
Oh yeah.
If they spoke against the shot, they would get they'll punish them. I forgot how they punish them, but they take interviews away from them. I forgot what they did. What else did they do?
Well, I know they did.
Cardi B spoke against it. The next thing she went dark for a minute. I think they took her off Instagram.
Well, and all over a shot that didn't prove to do anything. And then the people were getting these shots and then getting COVID. But I thought that was the point of getting the shot, was so that you wouldn't get it.
Some people was dying from the shot. Shit.
Well, there was a woman that lived at my community where I worked at. Her doctor said, you need to get that vaccine. So let me tell you, she was a young woman, young mother. She was like late 20s, early 30s. She goes and she gets that shot. She ends up having a seizure.
Oh yeah.
Now she has to walk with a walker.
No, for real, it was breaking some people down.
Well, I think that, and it's not every shot that does it. I think that whenever you do get the shots, you're taking a risk because you don't know which shots have the bad stuff in it. And to me, it was almost like this pandemic and this vaccine was almost like a trial run. Let's see who is going to be a bootlicker and do exactly what the government wants you to do.
Brown nose.
But don't you think? Because what's come out is you already know the government watches us like a hawk.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as freedom anymore.
It's not. And then if you did move around, they could see you moving around during the pandemic with your GPS and your email.
Correct. And
who's following the rules and who's not following the rules? Which one of these asses is walking in line? Which one of these asses going their own path? Yeah.
And they already know. They know which ones of us is following the rules, who's doing what the government wants them to do, and who's not. And it's getting worse and worse. Right now, they've got another, they're not calling it a pandemic yet, But the World Health Organization has come out and they said that they call it the mpox, which it's the same thing as the monkeypox. If you guys remember, back a couple of years ago, they come out with this thing called the monkeypox. Well, now they changed the name because they said that calling it the monkeypox. Did you know that that's racist?
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff that they do is racist,
but they call it.
It's a subliminal.
Exactly. So now they're calling it the mpox. And let me tell you what they're doing. It's a lot of people are thinking, oh, it's only in Africa. No, it's not, because let me tell you what these people are doing. Our government, they are actually going and they are testing all of our, what's a good word to put it? Poop.
Don't do it, then.
They're testing our poop to see in what areas that mpox is at. And if you look at a map, right now it's saying that San Francisco,
They got the poop pox.
they got the poop pox.
Don't do it.
Well, the mpox.
It is the poop pox.
But you know, San Francisco's got that, you can get an app on your phone for San Francisco, and that app, it'll tell you where there's poop on the sidewalks, because the people in San Francisco just...
Street, is it?
No, it's not. You got to go straight. Or just turn and go down the other one. But now San Francisco, you get that app and it'll tell you where the poop is. Like where are the sidewalks, because I guess people in San Francisco, they like to poop on the sidewalks.
You know what? Damn, is it that crowded there?
Well, I don't know if it's that crowded, but I think they got a lot of homeless people there.
Yeah, you know what? Some homeless places they do that. They do it in Chicago too. I got a video on my damn phone where dude he pooped up against the wall, so nobody could see his butt.
But they're saying that the mpox, there's a lot of it in Africa, but the World Health Organization has come out and has said that the mpox is a world emergency.
What?
Yeah. They haven't said a pandemic yet or anything like that. But that is what they're saying. So we've got that on our hands.
Hey, better clean them hands.
Oh yeah.
Sanitize.
But if COVID was a first run, we know that they're going to pull something like that again.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that this mpox is the next big one. I'm not saying that at all. But I think that we're going to have a big one come back. Because I think that they want to see us all locked down again.
Then when you lock down, they got a whole lot of stuff going on that you will never even hear about or know about.
Exactly. And I think the number one thing about them locking us down is that we don't gather. We're not talking to each other. We're not saying, hey, have you read this? Have you seen this? They don't want us to come together. Because if we came together, the government couldn't do what they're doing to us right now. They got us blinded. You know, like right now they have us blinded with this whole presidential election.
Oh yeah.
See, they always want a division. Black against white, man against woman, straight against gay, Republican against Democrat. See, they always want us fighting and against each other. Because if we're against each other, we're easier to control.
Yep.
So we really need to come together and just have conversations with each other. And you know what? If we don't agree with something, It's okay. It's okay if we don't have the same opinion.
They tax my check. They tax me on everything. So property tax.
Oh, that's
car
going to be
tax.
another video that we're going to talk about.
They can tax the air we breathe. They'll tax that too. He's breathing up all the air. He's sucking up all the water. Oh God, tax them. Oh God.
I mean, exactly. But we need to come together because we can stop all of this stuff that they're doing if we come together, and they know that.
So
That's why they want to keep so much strife and so much indecisiveness, and they want us hating each other just so that we won't see the big picture.
More confusion. Provide them with an illusion.
Exactly. All right, guys, that's all we're going to do today. We're going to have another video out for you soon. We're getting content in, a lot of stuff for us to talk about. But please subscribe to our channel, hit like, share it. Let us know if you want us to talk about anything. We love talking to you guys and having conversations. And we will see you soon.